Hey guys, how you all doing? So today I'm filming my March book haul, and let me tell you, it's a pretty big one. Okay, so I have 16 books to haul for you guys today, and let me tell you, I was not expecting to have such a big haul this month. I thought that I would just buy a few books and that would be it, but apparently this is the year of my crazy book buying because I clearly am out of control because my floor is currently covered in books and I don't know how I'm going to take this thumbnail, but it should be interesting. So let's just get right into this video with all of the books that I bought in March. We're going to start off with my first Barnes & Noble trip because let me tell you, there were many Barnes & Noble trips this month. Barnes & Noble addiction is still strong, my people. The first book that I got at Barnes & Noble this month was The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive collector's edition. It was $10, which I thought was like an amazing deal for a book this beautiful. I absolutely love The Wizard of Oz. It's one of my favorite classics, and I just really wanted a new copy because mine's falling apart, and this one is just so beautiful. So I knew for $10 I just had to pick it up. And then I browsed the bargain section of Barnes & Noble a little bit, and I found this book about Fantastic Beasts. It's called Inside the Magic, The Making of Fantastic Beasts by Ian Nathan. And the foreword is by Eddie Redmayne, my favorite. And this one was originally $20, and I got it for $7.98. So, like, that's a pretty amazing deal. I have yet to flip through this, but I mean, it's just like chock full of information about the film, and I am super excited to eventually read it. And then the last book from that Barnes & Noble trip is this hunkin' piece of a thing. Doesn't even like fit into the frame properly. This is a Disney movie posters book by Kevin Lupercio. I don't even know. But this is essentially just a book full of different Disney movies. Oh god, this is really hard to show you guys. Like, oh my god, like, do you see that? Just like a bunch of different movie posters. This book was originally $40. I got it for $14.98, so like, mega steal, let me tell you. I'm really excited about this one. I've already flipped through the whole thing and it was really exciting. Okay, so now for a new release. I got this from Chapters, and that is Restore Me by Tahara Mafia. This book came out March 6th and I read it right away. Look at it, it's beautiful. But this is the fourth book in the Shatter Me series, so I can't really tell you what goes on in this one, but Shatter Me is essentially about a girl named Juliet, and her touch is lethal, so if she touches you, she can kill ya. So she gets locked away for almost a year until the government decides that they could use her to their benefit, and it takes her out of her imprisonment. This book was really good. I already read it, but I'll talk more about my feelings and thoughts about it in my wrap-up. Then I took a little trip to Value Village impromptu. Like I said, I have issues. And I bought two books from Value Village. I bought Unhooked by Lisa Maxwell. This is a sort of Peter Pan retelling sort of deal. I don't really know exactly what it's about, but on the front it says, "This is not the Neverland you know." So I'm very excited. I haven't really heard anything about it, but I'm excited to get to it eventually. The other book I got is Spelled by Betsy Show. This one is sort of like a Wizard of Oz retelling. On the front it says, "Somewhere over the rainbow all spell is about to break loose," but I don't really know what it's about. It looks cool. I really like this cover. I love the shoes on the front, and I'm excited to read both of these one day. Then another trip to Barnes & Noble, and two more books later, I bought Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. This is a new release of March 12th, maybe. Bought the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, and I've just been hearing non-stop rave reviews about this book. Peyton just finished it last night, absolutely adored it. I actually started it and I got up to page 44, but then I realized I wasn't really in a fantasy mood, so I had to put it down because I don't want to force it, because I really want to love this book, but it is so beautiful. I cannot wait to read it, and Tomi Adeyemi is my new queen, so I'm really excited about this one. And then the Barnes & Noble employee convinced me to pick up this next book, and that is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Yeah, I have not read this book yet, but I've been wanting to read this book for a really long time because I've had countless people tell me how amazing it is, but I was always like, on the fence about whether or not I should read this first or read the Grisha trilogy first. I'm kind of leaning towards the Grisha trilogy first, but I might just get that from the library and then jump into this one. I'm really excited about this book. I've heard amazing things. All I really know is that it's some sort of a heist book, and I'm really excited about it. And then I went to Chapters. I was at the mall with my mom, and then we just like dropped into Chapters because obviously I wasn't planning on buying anything, but I went to the bargain table in the teen section and I found this book and I could not help myself, and that is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. If you guys know me at all, you know that I live in Canada and you know that I'm absolutely obsessed with Anne of Green Gables. Like, I already owned 4 copies of the book right here. So this is my 5th copy, and I honestly couldn't help myself. I needed it. And I actually went to this, I believe it's an independent kind of used bookstore in my city. But I did some damage, and I took the price tags off, so I don't know how much all these were off the top of my head. I'll try my best to tell you guys the prices, but I found some good stuff. So the first book I got is When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon. If you guys saw my February wrap up, then you will know that I read this book from the library and absolutely adored it, so I knew that eventually I wanted to have my own copy, and I'm really happy that I found one. I think it was about $12 this bookstore, and so, you know, it's half price. I really wanted it on my shelf, so I picked it up. If you guys don't know what this one is about, this girl named Dimple and her parents are like dead set on putting her in an arranged marriage, but she's totally against it. She just wants to go away to the summer camp and focus on her coding because that's her passion, and she just wants her parents to kind of understand that you can go away to school for school and not just go away to find a boy. I also follow Rishi, who wants an arranged marriage, and so his parents sorted out with Dimple's parents to set them up in an arranged marriage and to arrange for them to meet over summer in the summer camp. But Dimple has no idea, and Rishi thinks that she knows. So he goes to the summer camp to kind of like meet her and kind of woo her, and it doesn't go as he plans, and it's a summer of unexpected wonderfulness, and it is really cute, really amazing, and I highly recommend it. I also bought The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer. This is the first book in the Land of Stories series, and Peyton over at Peyton Reads has been raving about this series forever, and he wanted me to read it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll read it, I really want to read it, and then I just never got myself a copy, so now I have it. So Peyton, I will read it eventually. I don't remember how much this one was. I'm thinking maybe $6.50, and I don't really know what it's really about. I think it's about these 2 kids who kind of like go into these different fairy tale worlds and meet all these fairy tale characters. I don't really know, but I'm really excited. I love fairy tales and I love middle grade novels, which is what this is, and I'm really excited to get to it. And the next book that I bought, it's a little ridiculous, I am aware. It's Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling in hardcover. I already own this exact copy in paperback, but I kind of want to own all of the UK editions in hardcover because these are the editions that I'm annotating. If I have them in hardcover, then I can annotate the end pages, and it's just a lot easier and more fun to annotate a hardcover. I'm really happy that I own this, and I think this one was $12. And I'm really excited about this one. This one was brand new, it wasn't used, and it was $10, and I almost didn't see it because it was kind of behind the counter, and I was like, yeah. I'm getting that. And that is The Legend graphic novel by Marie Lu, adapted by Leigh Dragoon and illustrated by Kari. I have been wanting to read these graphic novels for so long. I'm so happy that I finally have the first one. I'm really happy with this purchase. And then the last book that I got from that store is probably one of the cooler items that I got. I mean, I'm a little mad. Okay, let me just show you. It's Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and probably like I've never seen that edition before. Me either. This is the advanced reader copy, unedited proof that somebody received and I guess decided to donate. I paid $6 for this, and I didn't even realize it was an unedited proof until I was trying to find the original price, and I looked on the back. So technically I shouldn't have had to pay $6 for this, but it's a really cool thing to have since the Lunar Chronicles is one of my favorite series of all time, and this is also just like a really cool, pretty cover. It's got like all these like clockwork things, and I think that's really cool. I like the colors. And the last two books I have are again from Barnes & Noble, and they are both new releases. I'm really excited for both of them, and they're going to be my next reads. I'm really excited. So I'll show you the one that's going to be my next read, and that is Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. This book actually doesn't release until April 3rd, so I don't really know why they had it out early, but you know what, I'm not going to complain and actually start this book after this video. So I am really excited. If you guys do not know, this book, what I can gather, it's essentially about this girl and this guy who used to be best friends, and then something happened and now they're no longer friends. They're kind of like enemies. And so they go on this like group camping trip, and they kind of get lost and like stranded together. So it sounds like right up my alley. The other book is actually the book that I went there for, and that is Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi. This is a book that is huge on BookTube right now. Everyone and the mother is talking about it. It's essentially about this girl named Penny and this guy named Sam, and they are both really awkward, and they just they meet and decide to exchange numbers, and they kind of just form this relationship over text. I'm just gonna read what it says at the bottom here. When Sam and Penny cross paths, it's less meet cute and more a collision of unbearable awkwardness. Still, they swap numbers and stay in touch via text, and soon become digitally inseparable, sharing their deepest anxieties and secret dreams without the humiliating weirdness of having to, you know, see each other. And that just like really piqued my interest, because I can totally relate to being awkward in person and much preferring to text people. It's like one of the prettiest books I've ever seen. I don't really think the camera is picking up how beautiful this book is, but it's like absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really excited about this one. That was my March book haul. I hope you all enjoyed it. This video, a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what books you guys bought this month, because I'd really like to know. Subscribe down below, hit the red button if you want to see more videos from me, and also hit that notification bell right beside it so you can get notified every time I post a new video, because YouTube is being stupid and not showing videos in my and not showing some videos in subscription boxes. So make sure you hit that notification bell down below so you never miss one of my videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Okay, let's do a thumbnail. I'm gonna back you up. Okay, we gotta do the big books on the bottom. How am I gonna do this? Like, these books are so heavy. Okay, I'm not gonna carry the bottom books though, but I am gonna try. Oh my lord. This is gonna be a mistake. Actually, I'm gonna split it into two different stacks. Okay, that's what I'll do. Okay, no, I gotta flip them around. How do people do this? Oh god, oh god. I don't have the upper body strength for this. Oh, I'm gonna drop all my new pretty books. Ah! Why did I pick up this stack first? Oh, why am I holding a heavier stack in my worst hand? Oh lord. Success.